I thought Rachel was the one. 5 years together, a beautiful apartment, plans for the future. I really believed we had it all. But lately, something felt off. She was distant, always on her phone, smiling at texts that weren't from me. That little knot of suspicion in my stomach grew tighter every day. I tried to ignore it, telling myself I was just being paranoid. After all, this was Rachel, my Rachel. We'd built a life together. One evening, she said she was going out with her friends. A girls' night. Nothing unusual, right? But my gut was screaming at me. I couldn't shake the feeling. Later that night, I was tidying up and saw her tablet on the coffee table. Our devices were linked, something we'd done ages ago for convenience. Her messages were right there. My heart hammered against my ribs as I opened them. And there it was, in black and white. Messages to a guy named Mark. Flirtatious, intimate messages. Plans to meet up. It wasn't just a girls' night. The screen blurred as my eyes filled with tears. The next few days were a blur of hollow apologies and suffocating tension. She seemed so confident that I would eventually forgive her. She kept saying, "We can get through this, William. We're stronger than this." But for me, the trust was shattered. It was like a beautiful vase that had been dropped and glued back together. It might look whole from a distance, but the cracks were always there, and it would never be as strong as it was before. I started quietly making my own plans. While she was busy trying to win me back, I was looking for a new apartment. I contacted a lawyer to understand how to untangle our shared finances and our lease. It was the hardest thing I'd ever had to do, dismantling the life I thought we were building. Every box I packed felt like a piece of my heart being ripped out. But with each step I took, I also felt a strange sense of clarity. This wasn't about revenge. It was about self-respect. Rachel seemed to think my silence was a sign of me coming around. She'd say things like, "I knew you wouldn't throw away 5 years over one stupid mistake." She genuinely believed I'd just get over it, that my love for her would outweigh the betrayal. That was her biggest miscalculation. She underestimated the depth of the wound she'd inflicted. My love for her was deep, yes, but my love for myself had to be deeper. The day I decided to leave, I woke up early. The apartment was quiet. I looked at Rachel sleeping, and for a moment I felt a pang of sadness for what we were losing. But then I remembered the gut-wrenching pain of discovering her deceit. I finished packing my last few things into my car. I left the apartment key on the kitchen counter, next to a simple note. It didn't have any angry words or accusations. It just said, "I deserve better than this. Goodbye, Rachel." I drove away without looking back. As the city's skyline faded in my rearview mirror, I didn't feel anger or hatred. I just felt quiet. It was the quiet of a new beginning. I knew the road ahead would be tough. There would be lonely nights and moments of doubt. Healing isn't a straight line. But for the first time in weeks, I could breathe again. The knot in my stomach was gone. A few hours later, my phone blew up with frantic calls and texts from Rachel. I read the first one. "William, where are you? What is this? We can fix this. Please come home." Her panic was evident. She couldn't believe I had actually left. She thought her apologies and a few days of good behavior would be enough to erase her betrayal. She thought I was too weak, too dependent on her to ever make the final move. She was wrong. I turned my phone off. The constant buzzing was a distraction from the new chapter one was starting. The pain was still there, a dull ache in my chest. but it was now mixed with a sense of empowerment. I had chosen myself. I had chosen to walk away from a situation that was destroying my self-worth. It wasn't about punishing her. It was about saving myself. Starting over is daunting. You have to rebuild your routines, find new favorite spots, and get used to sleeping on the other side of the bed. But you also get to rediscover who you are outside of the relationship. I started focusing on my hobbies again, hitting the gym, and reconnecting with friends I'd neglected. Slowly but surely, William started to reappear from under the shadow of William and Rachel. Sometimes we stay in situations that hurt us because we're afraid of the unknown. We cling to a broken version of what we had because the thought of starting from scratch is terrifying. But what I learned is that your peace of mind is priceless. No relationship is worth sacrificing your self-respect for. True strength isn't about forgiving infidelity and pretending it didn't happen. Sometimes true strength is knowing when to walk away and not look back. It's about understanding that you deserve honesty, loyalty, and a partner who respects you enough not to break your heart. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Take care.